on your phonics paper, you're going to be practicing abbreviations. Don't forget, we put abbreviations in our writing notebook. So if you're not sure, if you can't remember what like the abbreviations for a month are, a certain month, we wrote them in our writing notebook. So like if I have to write the abbreviation for December, I'm going to look at my writing notebook and it should say DEC period. Don't forget it needs to have that period at the end of it, all right? Or, well, for May, how do you abbreviate May? No, you just write the whole word. Make sure it starts with a capital because it's the name of month. May. Do I need to put a period at the end of May? No, because it is not an abbreviation. It's just you write the whole month. And there were a few that you just wrote the whole month. The other thing, one of the things that you're going to practice today, of course, I lost my eraser because I dropped it. Oh, there it is. One of the things you're going to practice tomorrow on your phonics paper, 2nd grade, is you're going to start working on past tense verbs, which, remember, what does a verb do? What is a verb? A verb, say it. Good. A verb shows action. Shows action. Okay. And on your paper, and it explains it really well on the paw print at the top, so make sure you read through that really carefully, and maybe mom or dad can help you read through that to understand that concept. But a past tense verb means that it happened in the past. It happened earlier. So it's not happening right now. Like let's see, I'm trying to think of an example now off the top of my head. I am walking to the park. That's happening right now. I am walking. But if I did it in the past, if I did it yesterday, I would say what do you think I would say? I would change am walking. What would I say? Yes, I hope you got it. I walked to the park. So a lot of times for that past tense, we add the ed to the end of the word. So double check on that paw print on your paper. I think it's for Tuesday's paper, and you're only going to be doing the front side. I was kind of nice to you. I was a little nice to you. I only want you to do the front side for right now. Okay, but then you're also going to be talking about 3 words. To, and to. And we have talked about these 3 words before because they've been in our spelling lists. The TOO means also, and it means more than enough. Like I ate too much ice cream. I ate more than enough ice cream. The TWO is the number 2. The number 2. And then TO is the 2 that you're just going to use everywhere else pretty much. So I wrote a letter to Braylon for her birthday. I went to the store today, maybe. So remember those 3 twos on there. And then for math, 2nd grade. For math, the next 2 days, we've been talking about Roman numerals a lot. So I want to remind you that if, what did I want to remind you? I forgot. Oh, and they're in your writing notebook because we've been keeping track of them in your writing notebook. So if you can't remember, that's where they are. But try to remember in your head because when you take your math test, if it's on that math test, you can't use your writing notebook. Haha. But we had 2 other ones that are going to appear on your paper that I don't believe are on any other paper. We have 2 new Roman numerals. We have L and we have C. The L stands for 50. And the C stands for 100. So if you just see a C, it's 100. If you just see an L, it's 50. What if I had, let me ask you a question. What if I had a C and an X? What do you think that one equals? Ooh, challenge. What do you think that one equals? We know that the C is 100, and we know that the X is 10, so what would the number be? 110. So you can make some cool numbers. Use your whiteboard today and use your Roman numerals and make some numbers. See if you can quiz mom or dad or brother or sister or somebody if they know their Roman numerals. Make sure you get them right too, though. Okay. All right. And the last thing I wanted to talk about today, second grade, for your math is I want to just do a quick review on subtracting with renaming or regrouping. Mom and dad might call it borrowing, and that's fine too, because that's the same thing. That's what we all learned how to call it when we were younger. So if I have the problem 534, and hopefully, yeah, you should be able to see it okay, minus 239, okay? Where do we always start, second grade? That's right, we always start in the ones place. Even though I know what 5 minus 2 equals, if I start there, I'm gonna mess up. I could potentially mess up the whole problem, okay? So make sure you pay attention. Now, I'm gonna start in the ones place. Can I do 4 minus 9? I cannot. If I only have 4, I can't take 9 away from that. We remember, if the number on top is smaller, we're going to have to rename, okay? So I'm gonna cross out my 3. This is why you have to start in the ones place, because if you did your 3 minus 3 first, it would have messed up the whole thing. Okay, so I cross out my 3 and make it a, say it, make sure you say it out loud, a 2. I cross out my 4 and make it a, good, a 14. Now I can do 14 minus 9. What is 14 minus 9? Figure it out? Yep, it's 5. Okay, now, ooh, we're gonna keep renaming here. We gotta do a little bit more renaming. Can I do 2 minus 3? Can I take 3 away from these 2 fingers? No, there's not enough. So I have to rename again. I'm gonna cross out my 5 and make it a 4. And now, I could cross out this and write up above, but I'm not going to, and I'm pretty sure that your paper will only have 1 box on there. So instead of crossing out my 2, I'm just gonna put a 1 in front of it and make it a 12. So this time I renamed 2 times on my math sentence. 12 minus 3 is 9, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Good. So we might have to rename more than once, so make sure you pay attention. Don't just do it super fast. You got to figure it out and work out each problem little by little, and make sure you do the subtracting correct, because if I got that number wrong, then the whole problem's going to be wrong, so we have to make sure we're being careful. Don't forget to practice, keep practicing those flashcards so you get faster and faster and faster at doing your math problems, and then you're more accurate also. You'll know 14 minus 9 is 5. And you'll know that faster. You'll know 4 minus 2 is 2, which that one you should know pretty quick because it's 4 and 2. But who knows? So make sure you're practicing those flashcards. Okay, so this was a longer video this time because I had a lot more to talk about. And also for second grade, when you take your math test tomorrow, Tuesday, make sure that you're doing it on your own. You're not getting help from mom or dad because it is a test. Just like how I don't help you with the problems on your test, you need to do them yourself also. So I hope you are having a good day. I miss you and I'm praying for you. And remember, our God is all powerful. He is El Shaddai, like we read about in our devotions this morning. And he has the power over everything, and nothing is impossible for him. All right, I love you guys. I miss you. Bye.